Hello and welcome back to Anta English. I'm really happy to have you with us today because this lesson is very close to daily life and very easy to practice.
Hi, everyone. We're so glad you're here with us today. I'm David, and I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are listening from.
And I'm Anta. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English in a simple and relaxed way. So if you want to improve your English step by step, please remember to like this video and subscribe.
Yes, that really helps us a lot, and it also helps more people find this channel and practice English together with us.
Today, we're going to talk about something very common, but very important, because it's something people talk about every single day.
Yes, today we're going to learn how to talk about the weather in English and how to use weather naturally in daily conversations.
The weather is a great topic because you can use it with strangers, friends, coworkers, or even people you just met for the first time.
That's true, and many conversations actually start with the weather, especially when people don't know what else to talk about.
So, before we start, how are you feeling today, David? And how's the weather where you are?
I'm feeling pretty good today. The weather is nice and sunny, and when I wake up and see blue sky, I usually feel more motivated and more positive.
I completely understand that feeling. When the sun is out, I feel like the day already starts in a better mood, even before I do anything.
Yes, but when it's cloudy or rainy, my mood is very different. And sometimes I just want to stay in bed a little longer.
That happens to me too, especially on cold or dark mornings when it feels harder to get out of bed and start the day.
Weather really affects our energy, our mood, and even how we talk to people during the day.
Exactly, and that's why weather is such a natural topic to talk about, because everyone feels it and experiences it.
Speaking of weather, did you notice any interesting weather changes this week?
Yes, actually I did. A few days ago it was very hot, and then suddenly it became much cooler, which really surprised me.
I know that feeling. Sudden weather changes always make me feel a little confused about what to wear and how to plan my day.
That's very true. And many people talk about the weather when they are deciding what clothes to wear.
For example, I often say things like, "It's too hot today. I should wear something light," or "It's cold this morning. I need a jacket."
Those are very natural sentences, and native speakers use them all the time in daily conversations.
Weather also affects our plans, especially when we want to go outside or meet friends.
Yes, for example, if it's raining heavily, many people cancel outdoor plans and stay at home instead.
That reminds me of last weekend when I planned to go for a walk, but it started raining in the afternoon.
Oh, really? What did you do when the rain started?
I stayed inside, made a cup of coffee, and watched the rain through the window, which actually felt quite relaxing.
That sounds very peaceful, and rainy days can be nice sometimes, especially when you don't have to go anywhere.
Yes, rainy weather can feel cozy, especially when you're inside, listening to the rain and taking a break.
Many people like rainy days for that reason, even though they complain about rain when they have plans.
That's true, and people often say things like, "I love rain when I'm at home, but I hate it when I need to go out."
That sentence sounds very natural, and it shows how weather changes our feelings depending on the situation.
Another common thing people talk about is extreme weather, like heat waves or very cold days.
Yes, when it's extremely hot, people often complain and say things like, "It's too hot to do anything today."
I say that a lot in summer, especially when the air feels heavy and walking outside feels exhausting.
On very cold days, people say the opposite, like, "It's freezing today," even if it's not actually below zero.
That's a great point because freezing is often used just to mean very cold, not real freezing temperature.
Exactly. And learning these expressions helps learners sound more natural and more confident.
Weather is also a great topic for small talk at work or school.
Yes, for example, you can say, nice weather today, isn't it? Or, the weather has been strange lately.
Those sentences are very safe and friendly, and almost everyone will respond.
When someone responds, you can continue the conversation by sharing your feelings about the weather.
For example, you can say, I feel more productive when the weather is nice, or rainy days make me feel sleepy.
Those sentences help turn small talk into a real conversation instead of just one short answer.
Weather can also connect to memories like holidays, childhood, or special moments.
Yes, for example, sunny weather often reminds people of vacations, beaches, and traveling.
Rainy weather sometimes reminds me of studying at home, listening to music, and spending quiet time alone.
Snowy weather reminds many people of winter holidays, family gatherings, and warm food.
Even people who don't like snow still talk about it because it feels special and different.
That's why weather is such a powerful topic in everyday English.
Let's talk about some simple weather sentences people can use right away.
Sure, for example, you can say, it's sunny today, which is very basic and very useful.
You can also say, it's cloudy, it's windy, or it looks like it's going to rain.
When you want to talk about temperature, you can say, it's hot, it's warm, it's cool, or it's cold.
If the weather changes suddenly, you can say, the weather changed quickly today.
Or, the weather has been unpredictable lately, which sounds a bit more advanced, but very natural.
Another useful phrase is, the weather affects my mood, which many people can relate to.
Yes, and you can explain by saying, I feel happier on sunny days, or I feel tired on rainy days.
Weather can also be used to explain why you feel a certain way.
For example, I'm a bit tired today because the weather is gloomy.
Or I feel energetic today because the weather is fresh and cool.
These sentences help you express feelings in a natural and simple way.
Now let's talk about how weather affects daily routines.
Many people change their routines based on the weather, even if they don't notice it.
For example, on sunny days, I like to wake up earlier and go outside.
On rainy days, I move more slowly and prefer indoor activities.
That's very normal, and many people feel the same way.
Weather also affects transportation, work schedules, and even meetings.
Yes, when it rains heavily, people often say, traffic is bad because of the weather.
Or, I'm late because of the weather. Weather is also useful when making plans with friends.
For example, you can say, if the weather is nice, let's go for a walk.
Or, let's stay inside if it rains, which sounds natural and friendly.
These small sentences help you communicate clearly and politely.
Now, let's help our listeners practice a little.
Yes, this is a great moment to pause and think about your own weather.
You can try to answer this simple question in English. How is the weather today where you are?
You can write your answer in the comments using simple sentences like, it's sunny or it's rainy and cold.
Don't worry about mistakes, because practicing is more important than being perfect.
Don't worry about mistakes because practicing is more important than being perfect.
We read the comments, and this is a safe place to practice English.
Let's continue with a few more useful weather expressions.
When you want to talk about future weather, you can say, it's going to rain later.
Or, the weather forecast says it will be sunny tomorrow.
Forecast is a useful word, and it means a prediction about the weather.
You can also say, according to the forecast, it will be colder this weekend.
That sounds very natural and polite in conversations.
Weather is also often used in greetings.
Yes, people say things like, lovely weather today, or cold morning, isn't it?
These greetings feel friendly and relaxed.
Now, before we finish, let's summarize what we learned today.
Today we learned that weather is a very natural and useful topic in everyday English.
We learned simple sentences to describe weather, temperature, and how weather makes us feel.
We also learned how to use weather to start conversations and connect with people.
And most importantly, we learned that you don't need difficult words to talk about weather well.
Simple English is powerful when you use it naturally and confidently.
Now it's time for our question of the day.
Today's question is very easy and very practical.
You can answer with 1 or 2 simple sentences, like, "The weather makes me feel calm," or "The weather makes me feel tired."
Please write your answer in the comments and practice English with us.
If you enjoyed today's lesson, please like this video and subscribe to Anta English.
We make new lessons every week, and we're very happy to learn English together with you.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.